This is News 25 with Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler. It's Monday, April 25th, 2023. Filling in for Unette Gentry, who should be here shortly with time off for good behavior. In news, Michael Sunas from Tatuado Hospitality Management went in front of the Board of County Commissioners to appeal his breach of contract in the COVID relief program.
In Mr. Sunas's case, he was approved with a COVID relief program, and within not even the first month, he reported on time on July 15th. August 15th of 2021 happened to be on a Sunday. And even the IRS provides an additional leeway of a day or two this year to provide information the day after the 15th if it falls on a weekend. And he is correct, and I can absolutely validate the time of his email was just about 10 o'clock on that Monday morning, and he supplied documentation to the T. He had his backup, he had the reporting that was requested the time before, he had the spreadsheet, he had everything under the sun. And on the 17th, the financial analyst at that time closed him out, said, "Thank you very much, please continue reporting on the 15th of every month." I don't know what happened that week, but a letter was drafted and prepared and placed Mr. Sunas as a late reporter. After reviewing a lot of the documentation, I did see that there were costs that he was looking to justify, because at this time, grants were given up front. So it was not a reimbursement basis like what we're dealing with today. So he was provided a check and he was required to report expenditures. So there were some unqualified expenditures, but we always see that. So perhaps maybe one was a duplicate or one didn't include the actual bank statement at that time. But in my mind, he was not late. And then I do have a copy of the letter. Again, this information is not in your backup, but the letters were originally dated August 19th. So you will see that on your backup. It's page 1 where we kind of list a little bit of a timeline. But page 2 of your backup. But that letter was actually redated for August 27th and signed by then Comptroller Savannah Rucker. So we have a little bit of miscommunication in my mind, where we obviously have somebody that reported on time the first month, reported within 24 hours the second month, and then did question. And this was actually brought to my attention, and he questioned, why am I getting this letter? So we do have those emails as well. So on August 30th, he questioned the financial analyst at that time. I reported on time. I've got this letter from you saying that I'm good to go, that I just need to report on the 15th of every month. And then there was a second email sent that day, "Hey, I'm in town, can we meet up about this?" So there was definitely question by Mr. Sunas why he would all of a sudden be placed in a breach of contract or not following suit with his agreement.
I have a motion on the floor and a second, and it's been amended. If there's no further discussion, I'll call for the vote, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Jabor's aye. Passes 5-0. Congratulations. Thank you, sir, for what you're doing.
Thank you very much, all commissioners, for your time.
Please don't be late.
Event signs have gone missing from the Pahrump Holiday Task Force at various locations throughout Pahrump. The task force puts on 4 events throughout the year for the local community. News 25 caught up with the chairman of the Pahrump Holiday Task Force here at our studios to tell us more.
I'm Linda Wright, and I'm the chairman of the Pahrump Holiday Task Force, and we're having issues with our event signs being missing from where we put them out on location for letting people know where our events are for our holiday events. And this past Easter, we lost another sign. And it's getting to be quite costly for us to replace them. We lost them on the corner of Pahrump Valley and Gamebird by the Catholic Church. And in the past, we lost one on 160. And I'm not quite sure where the other one was missing, but we have lost a total of 8 signs now. And when we go to replace them, they are quite costly. not only do we have lost a total of 10 signs now, front and back, and plus the sandwich boards. And we are a nonprofit, and we work off of donations. And when somebody takes those, they're hurting the community, not just the task force. So if you know of anything that somebody has taken them, please let us know. And our email is perumpholiday.taskforce@gmail.com, or you can call me directly, Linda Wright, at 775-419-7857. Some of the things that we do for the community is we put on 4 events during the year. One is our Easter picnic the day before Easter, and the second one is we do the 4th of July parade with an event right after for our families. And we also do 2 sit-down dinners, one at Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving Day, and the other one is on Christmas Eve. And those are both sit-down dinners, and it's all free to the community. And we just want to help and bring the community together. And that's what we do. Please help us. Thank you for your time.
The Nevada Department of Transportation has announced new HOV lanes hours for Southern Nevada. Mike Ruhan has all the details.
Nevada Department of Transportation announced new HOV hours, which began today. The new hours will be from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. The decision came from the Nevada Transportation Board of Directors. Crews will install 50-plus new signs on US 95 and I-15 this week. I'm Mikey Ruhan reporting for KPVM News 25.
Well, thanks, Mike. Coming up after the break, news about the Pahrump Valley High School enrollment.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Pahrump Valley High School enrollment is now in full swing. News 25 has the latest on how to get your student enrolled.
The Nye County School District has opened enrollment for the 2023-2024 school year for students new to NCSD. Students who are currently not enrolled, did not finish the school year at NCSD, or do not have a sibling currently enrolled at NCSD, or are brand new to the county will need to register using the new online registration application. If you do not have a parent portal account set up, please email your school secretary with a copy of your driver's license to be given the activation key. If you do not remember your username or password, try using the self-recovery option by clicking on the Forgot Username or Forgot Password links accordingly. Please email the school secretary for more information. Call the transportation office with any remaining questions at 775-727-2443.
Rosemary Clark Middle School is putting on a production of Shakespeare's play, The Tempest, which will be held on April 28th and the 29th. Oh, it's a classic play. News 25 caught up with Oliver Jones to tell us more about this magical production.
This is The Tempest. It's Shakespeare's last play. It's most famous for having magic in it. So this is Shakespeare's play that really created magic. So they used a lot of different players to help fill it in and do all the spirits and stuff like that. So this play is most famous for magic. It has been a lot, yeah, but I believe that we should start with Shakespeare, with the basics, and it's going to force them to get better. You know, if we don't teach them Shakespeare, how are they going to learn Shakespeare? And they've done a great job of learning their lines and learning what they're saying, and they're only going to learn more as we go. So I'm super excited for them. Yeah, it teaches teamwork, it teaches confidence, how to do all of the different arts that there are in theater. You know, it's acting, it's painting the set, it's making their own props, sewing costumes, makeup, you know, so there's all different kinds of art form that go into theater, and just by being on stage and working with each other and memorizing lines is so good for kids, even if they're not going to be actors when they grow up. I mean, studies have shown that people who are introduced to theater at a young age, they tend to be a little bit more successful in life. So that's why I'm so passionate about teaching theater to children. Yes, yeah. So this summer in June, we're doing the Pahrump Theater Cap. I did it last year. It was very, very successful. We build our own show in 1 week. So literally everything that you could know about theater, you are forced to learn in 1 week. So there's flyers out at the school. If you would like to sign up, go to pvpac.org, and then there's a sign up under youth theater. There is 28 kids in this show right now. It's been like herding cats. So yeah, no, it's been a real struggle. But building the culture for theater that's just where we're at right now. They haven't done a show yet, so they don't understand what it's like to be in front of the lights with hundreds of people looking at them yet. And once they get that feeling, I think next year and the years after, they'll start to take it a little bit more seriously. This is the 28th and 29th of April at 5 p.m. The doors open at 4:30. There is a pre-show, so I would say that you should get there a little early so you can get a piece of that pre-show. And tickets are going on sale on Monday. Yeah, if you come to the window at Rosemary Clark Middle School, you can buy tickets. Yes, they're $5. Anybody can come see it. We only have 500 chairs though in 2 nights, so that's 250 people a night. So come get your tickets if you want to come see it. It's going to be awesome. Please, please, please come see the show. We've put so much energy into this, and yeah, I don't think there's ever been a Shakespeare play with kids this age in Pahrump ever. Yeah. So it should be pretty historical, and it should be pretty awesome and impressive.
Do you have a little one that can't wait to get into pre-K or kindergarten? Our very own Rory Rosal has more on the pre-K roundup.
The pre-K roundup is coming up, and it'll be held this Friday, April 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Mount Charleston Elementary School. This is for kindergarten students as well. You can find out which program you are qualified for, meet the pre-K staff, complete your pre-registration, and there will also be arts and crafts for the kids. Staff will be available to help with registration if needed, and the health office will also be available to help with immunization questions. If your student is not currently enrolled in the Nye County School District, please bring their birth certificate, shot records, 2 documents with your name and address, and a parent's ID to the event. Mount Charleston Elementary School is located at 1521 Idaho Street in Pahrump. We hope to see you there.
Thanks, Rory. Rory with the story. Coming up after the break, World Immunization Week is kicking off. We'll have news about that just after this.
Watch News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Thanks so much, John, for covering, and welcome back to News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and in today's health news, it is World Immunization Week, and it's recognized during the last week of April. Cleveland Clinic doctors say this is the perfect time of year to make sure that you are up to date on all of your vaccines.
There is no better time than the spring to talk about routine vaccinations, something that you should be setting up an appointment for with your primary care doctor and talking about the vaccines that you need on a regular basis. Some of these don't happen yearly, so spring is a really good time to move forward with that.
For adults, some of the important vaccines to keep in mind are shingles and pneumonia. Dr. Vyas says those 50 years or older should be vaccinated for shingles, and adults should generally start considering the pneumonia vaccine at age 65. According to Dr. Vyas, vaccine recommendations for preteens and teens must also be kept top of mind. Vaccinations for meningitis and HPV should be considered starting at age 11. Dr. Vyas adds it's crucial to remember to get your booster doses for the vaccines that require them, like shingles and tetanus.
Boosters are very important because the efficacy of vaccines goes down over time. So boosters are important in fighting off these particular diseases. So tetanus, for instance, needs a booster every 10 years. Another one is shingles, which needs the initial vaccine and then a booster approximately 6 months later.
Doctors also say since it's that time of year, it's a good idea for you to talk to your personal physician before you make any spring travel plans to see if there are any vaccines that you need to consider ahead of your trip. And stay tuned, we'll be right back here at News 25 with much more local and national news.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a live look outside now through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam and look at those winds whipping around the area near our studio here at KPVM. We'll take a closer look at your forecast and the temperatures after this break.
Good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on that local BTV app, the app that's free for you and me. So check it out. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, you're all checking out in the upper 60s up there. 65 in Tonopah makes you the Cool Spot Award winner. Congratulations. It's been a minute. 67 out in beautiful Goldfield. Beatty's got 79. Amargosa, the right attitude at 84 degrees. Las Vegas sweating it out at 80. And in Death Valley, backing off just a little bit, 96 degrees. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look at our current temperature, 79 degrees. Good stuff, 80 just a little bit earlier. Winds out of the north-northwest sure were constant today at 14 miles per hour, just blowfest. As the sun rose this morning at 5:58, we all said, rejoice, it's a great new day. And that joy will go away promptly at 7:26 tonight. As the sun sets, the ocean consumes it, and we're all done for another day. Into the night we go, and a low of 53 degrees with beautiful star watching under clear skies. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. Oh my gosh, it's sunny, it's wonderful. Temperatures rocketing up to 90 degrees. Come this weekend, it's going to be even hotter, 93, 95 degrees Saturday and Sunday. Looks like we get a break from the winds for the next 4 or 5 days, and then Monday, Tuesday, winds back at it and temperatures dropping down with it. We'll end up at about 82 degrees next Tuesday and cloudy skies, but in the meantime, we got a gorgeous weekend to look forward to. Make some good plans, all right? Back to the desk. Here's Dr. Gentry.
Thanks so much, John, and thanks for doing double duty. Awesome weathercast as usual. Now to our kicker for the day. Mojave Max has finally emerged from his burrow. His brumation lasted longer this year due to cooler weather. Our student reporter Rory Rosell continues that story.
Mojave Max officially emerged from his burrow, which means it is officially springtime. He emerged from his burrow at 3:40 p.m. on Monday, April 24th. It marks his longest brumation ever. The latest before now is when he emerged April 17th, 2012 at 12:41 p.m. And the earliest ever was February 14th, 2005 at 11:55 a.m.
Thanks so much, Rory. Awesome. And yes, it is warm enough for Max to come out just long enough to enjoy these 80 and 90 degree temps. He doesn't like it when it's in the 100s. We understand. He'll go back underground. All right. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. And I'm Unat Gentry, and I thank you so much for joining us. Thanks so much to John Kohler for filling in, and we hope to join you on the air next newscast.